AI video generators are now so good you can no longer trust your eyes. According to the New York Times, OpenAI's new app Sora can instantly generate realistic video from short text prompts like police body cam footage of a dog stealing steak at Costco. It's fun until it isn't. The same tech can create fake dashcam crashes for insurance fraud, phony news broadcasts smearing real people, or fabricated health videos touting dangerous misinformation. Already, users are cropping out Sora's watermarks and flooding TikTok and Instagram with AI-made clips that look indistinguishable from real life. Experts say this marks the death of visual proof, the end of seeing is believing. Once a photo could confirm reality, then came Photoshop. Now, even video lies effortlessly. Berkeley professor Rennig warns our brains are wired to believe what we see. We must now pause and ask whether it ever happened. In other words, the era of trust which you thought was over is really, really over. Okay, what's the real message here? Our entire world, what little strands of trust remain, are about to be shredded. If you can instantly create a video of anything, you can have your opponent call for genocide. You can pose as someone's child saying, "I'm in jail, mom, send $5,000. You can create reality and pervert reality and destroy the underpinnings of society. This is potentially huge trouble. Let's dig a little deeper here. Now, I mentioned some of the potential causes or potential ways of abusing this. You could just, back into your own garage, ruin your car, and then create footage showing that you were the victim of a hit and run. Traditionally, footage like that would have been useful and accepted as somewhat real with insurance companies, with police. But now, let me show you some of this AI-generated stuff. It's getting better and better and better, and that is what makes it scary. It's fascinating. It's going to be a great tool for a lot of people, but let's just take a look at this one right here. This is courtesy of the New York Times doing this with the Sora platform from ChatGPT. But look at this. It is a cat just floating through space. You can make it look like anything. Now you can tell that's not something that is real because cats don't float in space. Look at this one though. This does look in some ways highly realistic. It's a dog, and it's a dog climbing its way up a rock climbing gym. And it appears to be a Welsh Corgi, which is similar to the type of, I had a half Welsh Corgi as a child growing up. But again, it just looks so real. If you could make a dog do that, imagine how you could make a politician you don't like appear to be stuffing $50,000 of unmarked bills in their pockets or taking it in a brown paper bag. I mean, the possibilities of this are absolutely mind-boggling. Let's say you're a really, and I don't mean to be giving kids ideas, but they're going to find them sooner or later. Imagine you're an extremely cruel teenager. You know one of your classmates has a crush on somebody. You create an AI video image of that person asking the person you know to the prom, and they're sending it as a video to their Instagram account, and the person gets their hopes all set up, and then only to realize it was all a scam. You could see people ending marriages. Let's say you hate somebody, you want to break up their marriage. You create essentially a porn video of one of the spouses, and you send it to the other. I'm not recommending you do this, mind you, but I'm just telling you the possibilities of this are absolutely endless. It used to be that video documentation was considered evidence. I had a friend in the last year or so served on a grand jury in Manhattan, and she said it was relatively easy. The prosecutor would say, we would like to charge this person with a crime. We would like to indict this person with a crime. We think this person did it. By the way, here's file footage, or here's camera footage from this security camera showing him actually doing the knifing or the mugging. Here's another set of security footage showing this person doing. Here's another set. And so those on the grand jury or on the jury pool simply said, okay, convict, convict, convict. What if video evidence showing someone committing a crime or not committing a crime is so pervasive that we can no longer trust anything we see? Let's say you do commit a heinous crime, and now you can use video to show yourself at a big public concert with all of your friends at the time the murder was alleged to have been committed, and you just created the video. This is so big, I don't think my puny brain could even wrap its head around it. And already I'm seeing it. It is utterly mind-boggling because it is fundamentally changing the way human beings accept reality. Of course, there's the problem with con artists and frauds. Imagine, I tell you, get TJ's new magic health elixir. This will eliminate tuberculosis, eliminate cancer, eliminate diabetes. Get 1 gallon of my magic TJ elixir. And then I show video of every past Surgeon General recommending it. I create video, I concoct it from top epidemiologists from Harvard and top nutritionists from Stanford, all endorsing TJ's magic potion. In reality, it's just a glass of water. For our podcast listeners, I was simply holding up a glass of water. But if I'm a slick marketer, and ChatGPT can make almost anyone into a slick marketer, I can now use video proof, video testimonials. Oh, why should you hire TJ Walker? Well, here's a testimonial from Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton and Barack Obama saying TJ Walker is the greatest thing ever. Just created video. So certainly there was a time when the printed word had credibility, and then people realized you can write anything. You can fabricate a letterhead. Written testimonials didn't mean as much. So then many people did switch over to video testimony. I know I've used video testimonials for going on 15 years because there was a hidden assumption there that you can just write anything you want, put someone's name on it, it's fake. But you can't fake someone's face, their voice, their body saying good things about you. Well, now you can't. Now you can't. Some of the early adopters have used this technology to fake Tesla accidents, false health claims like fried chicken cures cancer. It's going to create copyright chaos because remember, studios are reporting that Sora generated clips copying recognizable movie scenes, movie stars. OpenAI says the videos include watermarks and digital signatures, but some users are figuring out how to crop it out. So you're not going to be able to figure that out. There's going to be all sorts of problems with hostage tapes, for example. I mean, the possibilities of this are nearly endless. And so can we put the genie back in the bottle? Can we make this illegal? No, I don't think we couldn't make photoshopping illegal. Someone could have photoshopped a fake medical degree from Harvard University, put it on a wall, and start performing appendectomies. Nothing stopped that in the future. You can't use the law to stop technology that can be used for good or evil. Not all technology can be used and abused. A pen can be used for writing notes. It can be used for jabbing someone's eyeballs out and killing them too. We can't outlaw pens. We're not going to be able to outlaw this. I do think that we as a society are going to have to spend real time, our courts, our legal system. What's going to be considered evidence in the future? What is actually authentic? How do artists and creators get paid? Now, there have been some payoffs to artists from some artificial intelligence companies recently, but most of them are taking the attitude of we're going to do what we want, and hey, if we stole something, notify us. That was how YouTube started its ascent back when there were a gazillion other video file sharing sites. All the others said, oh, we better not break the law. We don't want to be sued. So they wouldn't let you use footage from other places. They made you get permission first, which is how laws usually work. YouTube figured out, you know what, let's just raise a lot of money and let's let people post whatever they want on YouTube. We'll worry about the legal niceties later. And it did work out for YouTube. And in fairness to YouTube, they did ultimately work out a way of compensating creators and producers. But is that going to happen in this new AI world where there's not going to be one accountable platform the way YouTube can be held accountable? Are we going to see a nation fabricating video showing a nuclear warhead from an enemy nation hurling towards them? Then with the president coming on saying, I have no choice, a nuclear weapon is coming to us. I had to push the button to punish and to react to this other country. You could certainly anticipate that happening. And what if the president of that country or the political establishment isn't trying to start a war? They're not looking for a phony content, but other bad actors are trying to start a war. So they're sending these videos that look incredibly compelling, where they're taking them to the war room of an opposing country and showing what appears to be real news footage of the prime minister or the president of that country saying, yes, we must go to war. Let's send our nuclear weaponry to them in 2 hours. And that goes out on the news. The panic, the chaos, people on the streets. You know, I hate to be a chicken little with my head, running, saying the sky is falling constantly. But this is different. This is a fundamentally different way of human beings perceiving reality. And there's simply no way that I foresee that this doesn't create big changes. And I'm sure that I have not foreseen 99% of the ways that this can be used and abused. Some ways will be great. As we talked about on this show earlier, this is going to be great for truly creative visionaries who can come up with their own mind of a concept for a movie, write the thing or prompt the thing, and have a fantastic movie that maybe sells $500 million worth of tickets. And it was all done with this program, maybe a free version of this program, in the mind of one teenager. Not so good if you're a movie producer or an actor or a director, but good for that teenager and good for people who want to be entertained with that.